We've got another Neo Geo video for you guys today. We're going to be taking a look at this brand new version, multi-game 161-in-1 cartridge for the MVS. 161-in-1 cartridges, you know, they've been around for a while. This is supposed to be the newest version. This is the older one. Most of the time they came in these yellow shells. There's been multiple revisions of this as well, of this version, and from what I'm being told, this is a new revision as well. So we'll see, are there any new games on here? Any fixes to the issues that we have with these ones? We'll find out. So recently we did do a video taking a look at this consoleized Neo Geo MVS. And today we're not going to be using this one simply because I cannot save my Unibios settings. I'm going to be using this system since I can save my Unibios settings, and it's kind of important depending on the Unibios on certain issues that you may have. So here's the cartridge. This one, okay, it came in a case. I don't think you have to get a case. There's tons of sellers out there selling this thing. Nice little artwork, similar to what was used for the AES version. There you go. Whole list of games on the back. Looks very familiar. 26 gigs cartridge. Few little instructions there. No copyright Soulja Boy 2021 anywhere. Okay, that's fine. And we got the old school style case that, you know, the old ones, this plastic would get real brittle. I'm sure after 20, 30 years, this plastic will get brittle. Well, I mean, maybe in 2 to 3 years, who knows, with the quality that you get from these bootleg items straight out of China, right? But hey, I mean, the case doesn't look too bad. I actually kind of like it. So there's that. And here is the cartridge itself. I did tear this down already, so I'll kind of showcase what the board looks like in a moment. There's the sticker. They got a nice color sticker on there for the spine. I likes that because, what was it? All the other ones, they would just kind of multi-game 161-in-1 look very generic, you know, very swap meet-ish look to it, if that even makes sense. I don't know. This looks a little nicer, but nicer doesn't mean shit. I mean, so, I mean, who knows, right? This could just be worse than that one. But here's the thing. With the multiple revisions they've done on these boards, I've had older versions of the 161 where some of the known issues were very apparent, and then, like, this one's a newer revision, and a lot of the issues I do not have with this. Like, for example, I think people always say like Aero Fighters 2 has problems, but I've never had an issue with that one. It's Aero Fighters 3 that the ROM is incorrect and you get the glitches with the graphics and the bullets all over the screen and collision detection problems. So this one I've never had that issue, no matter the console that I use it on or the region. So, but there's still certain issues that are in that, and I'm hoping are fixed here, so we'll find out. But I did open this up, the board, just real quick, taking a look at it. It looks like it's a newer revision, but still based off of a previous revision. There's at least 4 or 5 board revisions that I am aware of for these multi-game cartridges. This one looks like it may be a little bit newer, a combination of maybe version 3 or 4. Version 1 and 2 of the multi-game cartridge, those ones had a lot of issues, and the more recent ones are more stable. They have capacitors. This one, you know, has capacitors populated, but a few things missing that were on the previous version, so I don't know how that's going to perform, but there you go. Let's go ahead and pop this thing in. I like that they actually have the triangle painted on there, so let's go ahead and put that one in. I noticed with the video that I did the other day with the other Neo Geo, when I popped this cartridge in, it was pretty tight, and I just figured, oh, you know, the pins are just newer, maybe they weren't used. It's just that this board on this old one is actually thicker than what's used on that, just slightly, because I noticed this one goes into any of my consoles smoother, right? So let's turn this on. Like I said in the other video, don't mind the stretched ass image on this little monitor. It just fits in my you know, my screen here, and I cannot change this to 4:3. So first thing we notice, MVS 161-in-1 version 2. So does that mean we got new stuff going on here? And the little logo down there of Terry is different than what was on the other one. We can show that real quick. Just real quick, because I mean, these things boot up right away. See, this one, Oh my God. It's like the board is really thick. It's the way she likes it, not really. But yeah, the board on that one's thicker than on this. This just goes in so much smoother. I just see different image there. Just scroll through the games real quick. The whole selection screen looks the same as the new one. But there's that. Let's power this off, get the new one in there. We've taken a look at this thing multiple times in the past, so we ain't too worried about it. I know the issues that are on. See, that just goes in so much nicer. And the green color, they have like a red one, like a clear gray one, but I mean, I got the green one. It was just a random assortment, I guess. So, okay, different screen a little bit, but the bottom or the side here with the game selection is pretty much the same. Let me scroll through, see if I notice anything different. So far, the list is exactly the same as all the previous ones. Yeah, I mess with these quite a bit. You know, there's some good value here with these, but 161 in one, really, you're only getting, I believe, around, you know, maybe 90 unique games, maybe even less than that. I have to look. I'll put a correction up on the screen because I know there's information out there on what the unique games are. Because you see, you got like Samurai Showdown, then Samurai Showdown Plus, so there's a lot of hacked games on these things. But a lot of people with an MVS, they like them because you get these cartridges for like 50 bucks. And, you know, sure, you can spend $600 for a flash cart and get the whole library. This, you get maybe half of the library. And, you know, I'm not saying the whole library of Neo Geo is amazing, but there's definitely a lot of games that I miss not being on this, like Windjammers. There's a few others, but yeah, you're not getting everything. Even if you get every version of the multi-carts that have come out, and some of them you can't even find anymore, you're still not going to get the whole library. Like Twinkle Star Sprites is on the 138 and 1, I believe, and you can't find that one anywhere, it looks like. But yeah, this list is exactly the frickin' same. There's nothing different here. So one of the first things I want to check real quick, let me see. Yeah, the same list. You got those King of Fighters 97 hacks at the bottom. One of the first ones I want to check. First, let me see what, when you're on the main screen, if you have Unibios and you go into it, the screen's always glitched. But let me see what region I'm in. I'm in Europe and Arcade. Let me go ahead and change that to USA and Arcade, and then get out of that. One of the things on every one of these 161 and 1s is Metal Slug 3 has glitching in the warning screen. And some of the glitches that are known on these things, like, they don't affect the games whatsoever, but there are some that do. So I want to check 2 of them that I know are fairly common. Yeah, the advisory is glitched on there. So that's not fixed on here. I believe that's only on the US region BIOS. If you go to the Japanese one, it's a different glitch. So depending on the region too, you know, you may have different glitches. The stability on these newer ones seems to be better. I haven't had any issues even messing with this one a little bit so far. So that was one of the glitches that is still exactly the same. The next one, which I haven't had a problem on that previous cart, but a lot of people do. If you're not in the Japanese region, Aero Fighters 2 or 3, for me it's always been 3, will have graphics glitches. So we're in the, we're not in the Japanese region. Let's find out. Like when you get into the game and you start going, it might seem fine at first, but then just like shortly after this beginning part, everything gets glitched out and all the bullets will just be floating all over the screen. And so far so good after we get past this little tower. Like soon as shit just starts coming out, like usually there's bullets just floating everywhere and the collision detection is off. But no, I mean, we're on the US BIOS and we're not having that issue so far, which I didn't have on that previous one, and I got killed right there. That's okay. So that looks fine with this game. Now the next one, which is probably one of the biggest issues on any of these 161 and 1s, is Garo Mark of the Wolves. Let me go ahead and find it. It's kind of down a bit. Let me try not to pass it up. There it is. So they've always used a prototype ROM of this game on these multi-carts. And the top move for, what the hell is his name? He's over here. Jae-hoon, there you go, that dude. His top, okay, we're gonna put it to his top set, we're gonna put it to where we can use it right away. Now, if you use that move with him, the game just crashes. So did they fix it? Did they put the non-prototype on here? We'll find out, like right now. So let's see. That would be a thing a lot of people would probably, you gotta make the hit up. Yeah, you could, like, if you get caught in the middle of the animation of it and you get stopped, it doesn't glitch out. But if you do the full animation, the C and D attack, boom, exception. So yeah, they're still using the prototype ROM. So bunch of boo-boo-ness. This is still exactly the same thing as this, but maybe there's certain things that they've done to it to make it a little more stable. I'm not 100% on that. So keep that in mind. If you already have like one of the newer revisions of this yellow cart, these ones with the colorful label and the nice box, seems like the performance is the same. They haven't added anything. They haven't fixed any of the ROMs. Like, when are they, you know, China and these companies that produce these things, they don't give a fuck. But why are they sitting on this stuff for so long without changing it up? Like making newer ones with different sets of games. It makes no damn sense, but you know, whatever. There you go. Wanted to showcase this particular cartridge for you guys. Thanks for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Peace out, bye-bye, and big ass thumb button in your face. Boom!